The city of Peking, the city of Beijing, renowned for the hawking and for the spitting, not only on the streets where you are walking, but in public buildings where you are sitting, and on the buses and the trains where you are riding. Here is a fact you might find disturbing. Those who see spitting as disgusting, repulsive, unclean, and quite revolting are in need of some cultural understanding, because for us it's alluring and exciting, a macho gesture worthy of rejoicing, a boost to our egos that's highly pleasing, a sense of power that's exhilarating. First we do the flamboyant hawking, which serves the purpose of attention gaining. It's very much a form of advertising. The spread of disease is not surprising. Then we do the flamboyant spitting, which those who oppose us find irritating, and we find this highly satisfying. The stress which we cause is much to our liking. The city of Peking, the city of Beijing, renowned for the hawking and for the spitting, not only on the streets where you are walking, but in public buildings where you are sitting, and on the buses and the trains where you are riding.
What you're seeing here is a little bit more than a war of words. Believe it or not, this is a loophole to keep yourself out of trouble in China. What on earth are we looking at here? Is this a new form of Kung Fu, Spit Fu? Is this a new form of Chinese martial arts? No, this is a classic spit fight, and it's something that's been around for quite a while in China.
Before visiting China, you might have read the Lonely Planet Guide to China, and in it, they said that the most popular sport in China, other than ping pong, tennis, is spitting, which is done loudly and flamboyantly. And you might think they must be having a laugh, until you get to Beijing and you notice a lot of spitting. And they usually let people know that they're going to spit. They make a really, really loud noise, like, and then they spit. Sometimes in the street, sometimes in the internet cafe, sometimes in buses and trains, and they don't just spit on the floor, sometimes they spit on the wall. And anyway, it's also my understanding, I didn't see them doing this myself, that they also spit on each other, like when they're having an argument, they might spit on each other while they're doing it. But you can see YouTube videos about this. And I asked one Chinaman who I met on the plane when I was going to China, why they make this loud noise before they spit. And he said, I think it's to clear their throat. And I'm thinking, no, because you can clear your throat like, quietly, like, you don't have to make that really loud noise. It's basically an attention-getting thing. And most of these guys who do it are like young men, and they have mean expressions on their face when they're doing it. So I got the impression that it was a macho thing. I mean, old men do it and women do it too sometimes, but it's mostly young men who are doing it. And I'm going to make the point that it's only a minority of people who do this. Like, most Chinese don't do this. In fact, I talked to several Chinese people who said, no, these people are backward, they're uneducated, they're just uncouth hooligan types, and most Chinese are really not into it. Most Chinese think it's disgusting. So I'm just making that point, I mean, my cultural heritage is English. And I mean, they also have some kind of uncool habits. Like, I don't know if you ever listened to a group of Englishmen like watching football, like in a pub on a television. They actually scream at the television set. You know, I mean, that's just totally, you know, uncool and doesn't exactly make us look good. But, you know, it's not all Englishmen who do that. It's not all Chinese who spit. So I'm just kind of like making that point. That's the point I want to make. So, over and out.